Namaste children, welcome to today's maths class. So what we discussed in the previous class, that is in the last session we studied about finding area of what it is, rectangle, square, its perimeters and their applications we studied. And now today we are going to discuss some more activities. Last class also we discussed two activities, that is my belt is the longest, whose belt is the longest, that we have discussed in the last class, and shading of the land between the three children of a female farmer named as Nasrina and their areas, their fencing also we found in the previous class. Now we will continue the same chapter, area and its boundary, 11th chapter. Now page number 152 we have practice time. So look at the table. If you are to write the area of each of these, which column would you choose? Make a tick mark. So here given one table is given and some names were given like handkerchief, sari, page of your notebook, your book, school land, total land of a city, door of your classroom, chair seat, land over which a river flows. The units are given like a square centimeter, square meter and square kilometer. What are these square centimeter, square meter, square kilometer? They are the units of area. Units of area. Square centimeter, it is we use for smaller areas. Little bigger, more bigger areas we use the square meters. Still more bigger are there, we will use square kilometers. So depending upon the area of the field or area of the shape, we use different units. Now here some of the items are given. Use these items. Which unit we will choose? There you should keep a tick mark. Handkerchief. You will see a small handkerchief will be there. So its length and breadth will be in centimeters. It is in centimeters. Therefore, which one we can choose? Yes, it is square centimeter. Handkerchief, it is square centimeter. Now, sari. Sari you might have seen. Even if you go to the shop, you will find on that, what I mean to say, the sticker which will be there on the saris, it is in meters. It will be in meters. So the length will be in meters, length and width. Therefore, to find area of a sari, which units we use? It is square meters. Square meters, not square centimeters. If you visit a shop or if you see, observe the sticker on this sari, new sari, we will find in the meters. Next, page of your book. Page of your book. You see your notebook or your textbook, whatever it is there, you see the page, it is in the rectangular shape. It will be in centimeters. So the area is measured in centimeters, that is square centimeters. Square centimeters. Similarly, school land. School land, it is very big. It is measured in meters. So this school land will be measured in square meters. Square meters. Next, the total land of a city. You take our Hyderabad, very big city, metropolitan city. This total land of a city, this will be measured in square kilometers. Square kilometers. The land of a city is measured in square kilometers. Now, door of your classroom. You might have observed the door of your classroom or your house. So you will find the door in meters. We will find the door in meters. Even sometimes we will express in centimeters, but the appropriate it is meters. So the door of the classroom is in square meters. Square meters. Now chair seat. Chair seat. What would be very small? It will be there. So we can measure in centimeters their length and width. Therefore, the area of chair seat is measured in square centimeters. Square centimeters. Now, land over which a river flows. Land over which a river flows. You see, the Godavari river or the Krishna river, how long they will flow. Kilometers together they will flow. therefore the land over which a river flows is measured in square kilometers. So like this, depending upon the size of the items or the size of the fields, we use different units to measure the area, that is square centimeters, square meters and square kilometers. Is it clear, children? Have you identified when we use square centimeter, when we use square meter, and when we use square kilometers? Depending upon the situations, we choose different units. Is it clear? Yes. Now we'll discuss page number 154. Page number 154 question. Read it. Draw a square of 9 centimeters. Draw one square and draw a square of one second. It is draw a square of 9 square centimeters. I'm sorry, 9 square centimeter. Draw a square of 9 square centimeter. It means the area of that square is 9 square centimeters. Write on it. Let this is a square with side with area. How much it is? 9 centimeters, square centimeters. And take this as what? A. So what is this area? It is 9 square centimeters. Then how much it will be its side? Area is given for this. Area is equals to how much? It is 9 square centimeters. So 9 square centimeters is 3 centimeters into 3 centimeters. Do you agree? Yes. Therefore, side is equals to how much for side? Square A. It is 3 centimeters. In the question it is given, area is given, side is not given. So side we can find area as by writing the area, the number into factors of same number. 9 kilometers 3 into 3, that is 3 square, that is 9. So therefore side is equals to 3 centimeters. Why it is? Area is equals to side into side. Side into side, square centimeters, square units. Therefore the side of square A is equals to how much? 3 centimeters. Similarly, draw another square with double the side. Draw another square with double the side. So why I find the side of square A? Because to draw the second square, we should know the length of each side of the square. For that reason, I found it is 3 centimeters. So then we have to draw one more square whose side is double, means 2 times, twice. So therefore, how much will be 2 times? 6 centimeters will be there. Am I right? 6 centimeters. 2 into 3 it is 6. 6 centimeters square side. This is side square B. And here side is equals to what for side square B? 2 times. Double means it is 2 times. 2 into 3 centimeters. That is equals to 6 centimeters. How much it is? 6 centimeters. This is how much? 6 centimeters. This is 3 centimeters. And it is 6 centimeters is the 3 centimeters is the side of square A, and 6 centimeters is the side of square B. Write B on it. Yes, we write. We wrote B. Then answer these questions. Now we know side of square A is 3 centimeters. Square of side B, it is double the side, means 2 times. It is 2 into 3, it is 6 centimeters. Now here we have 6 questions are there. Answer these questions. The perimeter of square A is dash centimeter. This is square A. First question. Perimeter of square A is dash centimeters. So it is what side A is square. Perimeter of square A is equals to how much it is? The formula is 4 into A units. 4A units. That is 4 into A is equals to 3 centimeters. That is 12 centimeters. So what is the perimeter of square A is 12 centimeters. You can count 3 centimeters plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 6. 6 plus 3 9. 9 plus 8 is 12. Therefore, the perimeter of square A is 12 centimeters. Next question. The side of square B is, we found here, the side of square B is equal to how much? 6 centimeters. Why? The side of square A is 3 centimeters. The side of square B is double the side of square A. Therefore, 2 into 3 is 6 centimeters. So, the side of square B is 6 centimeters. Now, the area of square B is dash square centimeter. So, third question. Area of square B. Area of square B. Area of square B. Formula is A into A, that is side into side, square units. So, side of square B is 6 centimeters. It is 6 into 6 square centimeters, which is equals to 6 into 6, it is 36 square centimeters. So, how much is the area of square B? It is 36 square centimeters. Side of square B is 6 centimeters. So, area will be side into side, that is 6 into 6, 36 square centimeter. Now, area of square B is dash times the area of square A. Whose square is more? That is, square B is 36 square centimeters. Square A is 9 square centimeters. Whose area is more? It is square B. How many times it is more? How many times it is more? That is, area of square B 36 centimeters square divided by area of square A, that is given 9 centimeters square. So what we get? 9 ones are 9 fours are 36. 4 times it is greater. 4 times it is greater. So what we can say? When the side of a square is doubled, the area will become 4 times increased. 4 times it increases. When the side is increased by 2 times, the area will be increased by 4 times. See here. The side of square B is 6 centimeters, which is double to 3 centimeters. Area of square B is 36 square centimeters. Area of square A is 9 square centimeters. That is, area of square B is 4 times the area of square A. Next, fifth bit, the perimeter of square B is the perimeter of square B. We will find the perimeter of square B and the relationship between the perimeter of square A and square B. Is it clear so far what we discussed? Yes. Now the fifth question. The perimeter of square B is dash centimeters. Fifth bit. Perimeter of square B. Perimeter of square B is equals to what? 4 into A units. 4 into each side. That is 4 into each side of square B is 6 centimeters. 4 into 6. It is 4 6 are 24. 24 centimeters is the perimeter of square B. Then the perimeter of square B is dash times the perimeter of square A. Perimeter of square B is 24 centimeters, whereas perimeter of square A is 12 centimeters. It is 12 centimeters. Now how many times it is more? 2 times. 12 twos are 24. That is perimeter of square B. Perimeter of square B divided by perimeter of square A. Perimeter of square A. Perimeter of square B is 24 centimeters. Perimeter of square A is 12 centimeters. It is 24 centimeters divided by 12 centimeters. Centimeter and centimeter gets cancelled. Now 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24. So 2 times. How many times it is? 2 times more. 2 times the perimeter of A. So all this, what you understand from this question, that is, when the side of a square is doubled, what will happen to the area? What will happen to the perimeter? What will happen to the side of the square? So side of the square, anyhow we know it is doubled, means 2 times will become. Then area will become 4 times and perimeter will become 2 times to the previous square. So like this we can compare the area and the perimeter of 2 squares when the sides are doubled. Sometimes the side is tripled. Tripled means 3 times. 3 times. Then what happens to the perimeter and area? How many times it is more, or how many times the perimeter will be more to the first square? Like this we can compare. Is it clear, children? Now we will find area and perimeter of irregular shapes. Irregular shapes. How do we find area and perimeter of irregular shape? It is first we discuss perimeter. How do we find perimeter of irregular shapes? It is, we will use a thread to measure the length of that irregular shape, that is curved shape. Curved shape. We will place the thread on that curve and we will measure that length then using the scale. That we will place the thread on that curved shape and we will remove the thread by keeping the remembering the point to where we are going to measure. Then by using the scale we will measure the length of the thread will give you area of the, that is the perimeter of the irregular shape. See, for example, here I am drawing an irregular shape like this. An irregular shape, we don't know how to find its what it is. How to find? I mean to say it is its perimeter. How to find its perimeter? How do you find its perimeter? This is an irregular shape. So far we have studied a triangle, square and rectangle to find. Now we can find its perimeter by using what? A thread. How do we find perimeter? How do we find its perimeter? It is by placing the thread. Now I am using this as this thread. Place this thread on the what it is the irregular shape from at one corner. Now I am choosing this is. Are you able to see? Yes. So along this boundary line, keep the thread. So from where I started, please put a mark. So this is the way I have started. Till here I should measure. See, are you able to see the mark? Yes. So like this, you place on the curved line. Then, so don't remove this. Like this. Then like this, you place it. Then on the curved line, boundary line of that curved shape, like this. Then, not here, like this. One second. Yes. So now what it is, you place it here, this is. Then from here to this corner. Then from here, you see, don't confuse, this is the measured length. And then from here to this corner, and again from here to this corner, curved shape. Are you able to see this? Yes. Then from here to this, then from there to here, and then this curved shape. So like this we will measure. Till here we will measure. So what is this? This length of this thread will give you the total perimeter of that irregular shape. Perimeter means what? The total length of the boundary line. Here, this line will give you the boundary line, and we are measuring that length by placing the thread over that curved shape. Now you can measure. You can measure using the scale. Now this is how many centimeters is there? If you see this, we have this is 1 to 30 centimeters are there. Now I am placing like this 30 centimeters. So like this it is. You see here, this is here I will place. So now it is 30 centimeters. Then you put this. Don't remove this. Again you start from that point to here. Again we got one more 30 centimeters. One more 30 centimeters. Then without changing that point and measure next, again we got one more. So 330 centimeters we got. Then you place keep this at here and measure this. Now how much we got? You see here approximately it is 26 centimeters. So I am taking approximate value. So approximately it is how much? 25.5 is there now. 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 25.5. 25.5. So sorry, it is exactly there at it is 20.2. 25.6 is there. See this 25.6. 25.6. Now what is the perimeter? It is 30 meters plus 30 meters plus 30 meters plus 25.6 meters. By adding all, you should get the total length or the perimeter of that irregular shape. Now 30 plus 30, 60. 60 plus 30, 90. 90 plus 25.6. 90 means is 90.0. And addition we are doing 0 plus 6, 6. 0 plus 5, 5. 9 plus 2 is 11. Key point 115.6. It is centimeters, not meters. 30 centimeters. 30 centimeters. 30 centimeters and 25.6 centimeters. So total it is 115.6. 115.6 centimeters. Like this you will find its area. You take one more. So now I am using here what? A triangle I will use. I am using what? A triangle I am using. Then how to find area of this, perimeter of this triangle without knowing these measurements like this. You can take not only irregular, regular shapes also you can take. How to find its, what it is, its length? It is use your scale and you can find for this triangle. Why? Straight line segments are there. So we can use this square and we can find the perimeter. Perimeter is equals to sum of the length of all the four sides, three sides. Now it is approximately it is 23 centimeters. On this side it is how much? It is 30 and approximately 32 centimeters. This is 23 centimeters, 32 centimeters. And you find this using what? This is approximately 25 centimeters. Now what is the perimeter of this triangle? Perimeter of this is figure 1 I am taking. Perimeter of figure 1 and second figure I am taking triangle. Perimeter of triangle. Perimeter of triangle is equals to what we will do? We will add all the three sides. That is 23 centimeters plus 25 centimeters plus 32 centimeters. Add all. It is 23, 25 and 32 centimeters. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 2 it is 10. Keep 1 and 0. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 4 it is 8. 80 centimeters is the perimeter. Now how do we find its area of that irregular body for This is figure 2. How to find? So here, this are what square grid. You can take square grid paper, or you can also take a graphical paper. Graph paper also you can use in the place of this. So now, find here, if you observe this figure, there are some squares. If we consider each square box is 1 square centimeter area. This is 1 square centimeter, 1 square centimeter, 1 square centimeter, and 1 square centimeter. So if you observe there, some squares are completely filled. Some squares are there more than half filled. Like you see, this square is more than half is covered. This is also more than half is covered. And here it is more than half covered, more than half, and more than half covered. And there are some squares you find exactly half will be covered. Half will be covered. You see this half will be covered. Or here you can take this is half will be covered. And there are some squares where less than half are covered. So here 4 types of squares are there. Completely covered, more than half covered, or more than half filled, less than half filled. Less than half filled you ignore. Less than half filled you ignore. First you find completely filled squares. Completely filled squares. Completely filled squares. How many squares are there? Completely filled squares. It is count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 squares are there which are completely covered. Next, more than half covered. More than half filled squares. Half filled squares. How many are there? More than half filled squares. It is. This is 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 squares are there which are more than half filled. Then half filled squares. Half filled squares. The last one, what it is? Less than half filled. You leave them. Ignore them. Less than half filled. See, this is less than half. This is less than half. This is also less than half. You remove this. This is also less than half. You ignore those squares. Now exactly half filled squares. How many are there? We can take. This is 1 half filled square exactly, and we also can take. This is also one of the half filled square. So 2 are there half filled. Now area of the figure. Area of the given figure is equals to area of the given figure is equals to area of completely filled squares. Area of completely filled squares. How many completely filled squares are there? 15. That is 15 centimeter square plus you treat more than half filled squares are also 1 complete square. We will treat them as more than half filled squares also 1 filled square. Therefore here 6 squares are there more than half filled. Therefore their area will be what it is? 6 centimeter square. Plus then third one what it is? Half filled squares. Half filled squares you take each one half filled square is equals to half centimeter square. Half centimeter square. If 2 squares are there, then 2 halves means it is 1 centimeter square. So here 2 half filled squares are there. Therefore it is 1 centimeter square. Now add all. So what we get is 15 plus 6, 21. 21 plus 1, 22 centimeter square is the area of the figure 1. So how can you find its area? By counting the completely filled squares and we take it as 1 centimeter square. More than half filled squares we will take its area as 1 centimeter square, and exactly half filled squares will take it as what? Half centimeter square. That is 2 half filled squares means 1 centimeter square. 5 half filled squares are there means 2.5, 2 1 by 2, 2.5 centimeter square we will consider. Then we will add all those areas. We will get the area of that figure. Now how do we find area of this figure? This is figure 2, second figure. How do we find area of the second figure? Roughly I am explaining. So here observe how many squares are there completely filled. 1, 2, square plus, observe how many squares are there? More than half filled it is. This is a one, more than half filled it is. More than half filled we have one square is there here. Then you find anyway? No, only one square. Therefore it is 1 centimeter square. That is more than half also we will treat it as one completely filled square. Next, exactly half filled squares we will see. This is one here we have one half filled square is there, and it is less than half, ignore, less than half, ignore. This is also less than half, ignore, less than half, ignore. So this we will treat it as what? Half filled square. Therefore here one and here one, it is two half squares are there. That is one half square is equals to half centimeter square. Two half squares means it is 1 centimeter square. That is equals to 5. Or you can take the 2 are there. Each one is half centimeter square. 2 into 1 by 2 centimeter square. That is equals to what? 5 plus 1, 6. This is 2 ones are, and 2 ones are make 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 centimeter square. So like this we will find area by using the graph paper, by counting the number of half filled squares, more than half filled squares, less than half, that is half filled squares, completely filled squares, 3 types of squares, and we will treat one square completely filled square as 1 square centimeter, and also more than half filled also we will take it as 1 centimeter square, less than half squares we will ignore them, and half filled squares will take 0.5 or 1 by 2 half square centimeter. Similarly, how do we find its perimeter? By using the thread. As I have shown you, we should place the thread over the irregular shape, or this also you can find using this thread also you can find this. Placing the thread on the boundary line of that irregular shape, and by measuring that length of that a thread or a rope which we used, we will find the perimeter of the what it is given irregular shapes. Is it clear, children? What we discussed today is finding area of irregular shapes by using the thread, that is thread plane, and we identified some of the relationship between when the side is doubled of a square, how many times the area will be increased, how many times the perimeter will be increased. That we have discussed, and in which situations we use the units of area as square centimeters, square meters, and square kilometers. I hope you understand today's concept. Is it clear, children? Yes.